Hi everybody, thank you for joining. Welcome to Yoga Lattes for surfers, hips and hamstrings. I like to start with setting an intention. Mine today will be, I am worthy of a happy family. For today's class, you'll need a bolster or pillow, 2 books or blocks, a sarong, a belt, and a juggling ball or a tennis ball. I like to start with some aromatherapy. I put a drop of peppermint in some water, and it's very awakening. We are going to start lying on our back. And bring the pillow or bolster under your sacrum. Not your lower back, but the hard, bony part. It has to feel comfortable. And you can feel the stretch along the front of your hip area. Bring your knee up to the chest. And the other one. You can also grab onto the back of the thigh, whatever feels most comfortable. Try not to overarch your back. It's opening the hip flexor and lengthening the hamstrings in the back. Take a few nice deep breaths, and the shoulders are relaxed. Grab onto both knees and make little circles to release the lower back. Roll the bolster all the way down to the bottom of the mat. Slowly come up, pushing off with your hands. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and reach forward, lengthening the spine. Reach for your toes if you can, and then relax your head forward. We're going to hold this position for a few breaths. And on every exhalation, you can move a little bit further into the stretch. Hold your leg to roll down back onto the mat. And come into a dynamic bridge with me. Lift the pelvis and the chest. And the back of the neck is on the floor. Feet are flat. And shins are perpendicular to the floor. It strengthens the back, the glutes, and the ankles. It opens the chest, the shoulders, the neck, and the spine. Bridge pose. Hold on to your leg as you bring your body back up, and we're going to roll like a ball, curve like a ball, and use your momentum and your breath to roll like a ball. If it doesn't feel good, then roll to your side and come up. The benefits here are it strengthens the abdominals, the muscles, and it massages the spine, reducing tension. The next exercise is Pilates 100, legs 45 degrees, shoulders off the mat, inhale 5 times and exhale 5 times. We're going to do this 5 times, Pilates 100. It strengthens and sculpts the abs because it helps engage the transverse abdominals, which is basically the deepest set of muscles you have in your lower belly. You can also bend your knees for an easier pose and work your way up to 45 degrees. Back release, and at the same time move your head from side to side, releasing your neck at the same time. 1 leg circles. Inhale, engage your core, pull your abdominal muscles in, Anchor the pelvis and shoulders into the mat and start your circling by exhaling and then circle. We're going to do 8 circles on each side. So 16 per leg. Reverse. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. The one-leg circle strengthens the quadriceps and the hamstrings. It also promotes a healthy hip joint. Like most Pilates exercises, this exercise combines stretching and strengthening. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll-ups. Flatten your back legs together. Inhale as your arms reach overhead and curl your head and shoulders off the mat. Exhale as you peel your spine off the mat, rounding forward and bringing the crown of your head towards your knees. Keep the arms parallel to the mat and the abdominals drawing into your spine. Inhale and gently, vertebra by vertebra, roll back down to the mat. Repeat 8 times. The benefits of roll-ups: they work your abdominal muscles and they are great for core workout. Gently bring your body back up. Come and sit down in a cross-legged position. Inhale, lengthening the body. Lift up both arms and grab onto the elbows. Exhale, reaching forward, engaging the abdominals. Reach forward with the heart and then release down in an easy cross-legged forward fold. This pose calms the mind while stretching the shoulders, the back, the hips, the knees, and the ankles. If your hips are really tight, you can use a block under your bum. Slowly come up and mindfully flip over to the other side. We're going to go in a low lunge. You can use 2 blocks. And if you need the sarong, you can also put the sarong under your knee if it hurts. Use your hands to assist your leg forward, and the other leg is going to go back. That knee is going to walk back. Make sure that your hips are square, facing forward. Knee aligned over the heel. Second variation, legs up towards the sky. One arm behind and reach over. You want to lift your heart and reach over. And the twist is also another option. See which one you feel most comfortable. The counter pose here is the half split. So both hands are on the floor. Bring your right foot forward, flex your right foot. Strengthen your right leg as much as you comfortably can and keep your hips square. Lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, fold over your legs. Come back to all fours and bring the other leg forward. Both hands on the block and reach with your heart. Lift your heart and sink those hips down. You can hold this position if this feels comfortable and you feel it. Or you can lift up your arms and dig a little deeper. 3, 2, 1. One arm can go behind your back and you can reach over. It's like you're reaching up and over a rainbow. Place your hand on your knee and twist. And we're going into half splits. Toes towards you, lengthening the leg, lengthening the spine, and then folding over. You can feel where is the best for you. This pose stretches the thighs, the hamstrings, and the groins. And we're going to come down in pigeon pose. So walk your foot all the way to the opposite side of the mat. And then gently bring your body forward, remove the blocks, and start into a gentle wave. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Feel where your body is, feel where you are. And try to elongate your spine. Lengthen your lower back by pressing your tailbone down and forward. Only lower to a point that is comfortable for your hips, but also gives a deep stretch. And we're gonna go into downward facing dog. I like to walk my dog, so first I bend my legs, I lengthen my spine, and I come up on my toes and I bend one leg and then the other. I like to keep my spine long and then come into downward facing dog. Slowly come back down and bring the other leg forward. Walk the foot all the way to the side of the mat. And the back leg goes backwards, nice and straight. And gently come into pigeon pose, wave. Focus on placing equal weight on both hips and helping your spine long. Feels good, doesn't it? Pigeon pose is a great hip opener. Sometimes this pose will take your breath away with its depth. Make sure to listen to your body and respect your limits. And downward facing dog. And walk your dog. One minute plank. Take your phone, put your timer on, and here we go. Plank is a full body strengthener. You want to have the belly button to the spine and you want to push up between your shoulder blades. Really strengthening that core. And keep breathing into the spine. Almost there. Yeehaw! Yes. Few more seconds. You can circle with me if you feel like you still have strength. And downward facing dog. Yes. Good job, guys. Lengthening that spine and then walk all the way to the front of the mat and come in forward fold with me. Hold on to the back of your legs, the elbows are bent, belly button to spine. Forward fold is great for lengthening the spine and the back of the legs and the back of the muscles. So you can kind of sit a little bit down and at the same time lengthen that spine. Next one is sitting spine twist. So both knees flexed 90-90. Bring your heart forward to release the lower back. And we're going to go in a dynamic version. So you're going to twist from one side to the other. The sitting spine twist, or 90-90, is a great way to stretch the spine and open the hips. Slowly make your way to all fours and mindfully change sides. Reach forward with your heart. You can either stay here or you can go into a more dynamic form where you twist from one side under the arm and twist. A little bit of aromatherapy halfway through. Nice little peppermint dash. And we're going to do some hamstring stretches. So gently roll back down onto your back and grab your belt. We are going to place the belt on top of the foot. You can bend the other knee. And on every inhalation, we are going to lengthen that foot up towards the sky. And on every exhalation, we are going to stretch the foot towards us, stretching the hamstrings. Find your own rhythm through your own breathing. Inhale up, exhale, and stretch. Take your belt off and we're going to go into a reclined spinal twist, which is a great lower back release. So bring the knee all the way down to the floor, extend the other arm, and keep looking over that shoulder, allowing your lower back to fully stretch. Gently come back to center and grab your belt again. We're going to do the other leg. Otherwise it's going to be jealous or you're not going to walk very straight. So on every inhalation, just reach up with that leg towards the sky, and every exhalation, stretch the leg towards you, giving that hamstring a beautiful stretch. Breathing into the spine, shoulders are relaxed. And release. Spinal twist on that side. Bring the knee all the way down to the floor, extend the arm, look over to the side, and gently allow your lower back to release. Bring both legs together and the knees all the way down to the floor. The top leg is going to place the foot in front of the opposite knee and push the inner thigh backwards. Not the knee, yeah? The inner thigh. You should feel it in the hip. . Grab the foot and we're gonna stretch the quadricep. If you like, put your hand underneath your head. Sometimes it's more comfortable. Release the leg and bring it all the way forward and grab onto the leg with both hands, and we're gonna reach, allowing the leg to fully stretch. And on every exhalation, we're gonna move forward into the stretch. Squeeze those abdominals and reach a little bit further into the stretch. Mindfully flip over to the other side. Place your foot in front of your knee and push the inner thigh backwards, stretching the hip. Nice and juicy. And then the quadricep. Release the leg and grab onto both hands, allowing it to fully stretch. And move further into the stretch every time that you exhale. Reclined butterfly. Place both feet together and relax your knees by your side. Come and place the pillow or the bolster to your lower back and gently roll backwards. And then find your spot. It has to be really comfortable, so just find your perfect spot. A reclined butterfly pose creates softness and muscular release in the legs, in the hips, and in the torso. It relaxes and opens the chest and the heart area so that your breath becomes full, free, and deep. Keep breathing. Flexibility is easy. Repetition is the key. Keep breathing into the spine and release any tensions that you have left from this week. Gently come up and find your tennis ball. We'll do a 2 to 4 minute hip release with the ball. Start on the side and really find those juicy spots. Lean into it. Put your timer on, 2 to 4 minutes. And then just let the ball work its miracles. We're gonna go all around the hip joints. Gently start rolling backwards. So we're gonna move from the side or lateral part to the back, to the glutes. Tennis balls are great to release painful knots. Then we're going to place the ball between the belly button and the hip and roll over to the front side. So we're going to go for the psoas muscle. If you feel like it, you can lift up the leg. And then gently flip over to the other side. You start on the side. Play with it, feel it. Bend your knees if you'd like. Every body is different. And just let gravity work its miracles. The glutes, backside, bum bum. You can also use this for your shoulders, any knots on the body. And if one is not enough, you can also go for two at the same time. And then we're gonna flip over to the front side for the psoas, between the belly button and the hip. Gently come down. And then lift one foot if you feel like it. Just a little bit longer. And push off and come and sit into child's pose with me. Breathing into the spine. As the last exercise, we are going to put our legs up the wall for a few minutes. So make it nice and comfortable because we're going to be there for a little bit. And mindfully come as close to the wall as possible and helping yourself with your elbows. Bring both feet up on the wall. See if you need a pillow under your head or not. And just breathing to the spine. You can either stay here and give yourselves a little aromatherapy spray, or if you'd like, grab your belt and stretch the hamstrings at the same time. Gentle stretch. Lekker. Keep breathing into the spine and stretching those hamstrings. You can let go of the belt and just feel where you're at. This is a powerful and restorative pose that helps with sending blood flow to your core. It eases stress, it helps you sleep, it calms your nerves, it relieves swollen ankles, it relieves headaches, and it improves digestion. legs up the wall. Isn't it delicious? Slowly and mindfully come off the wall. And to finish, I would like you to tune back into your intention. Mine was, I am worthy of a happy family. It can also be self-love or gratitude. Up to you. Breathing into the spine. And letting go of any tension you might have left. Feel free to join me in cross-legged position. As you will repeat this sequence every day, you should feel a clear improvement in this posture. Bring your hands together at your heart. Namaste. Bye.